Hey guys, I'm Psychic Silver. This is On My Mind, and of course, I've got my music. Now, let's pretend this microphone is working right now. It's not. The audio interface is coming in today because it is 1:44 right now. What can I say? I can't sleep. That's usually the case with these. If I look down, it's because my notes are there. So yeah, I hope you like this angle too. It's much more of a pain to get that light box, the soft box, that back here behind this desk. So yeah, it's been a while since I've done this. I need to get back into the swing of uploads. My gosh, this is such a good microphone. But moving on. This is another On My Mind about dating. And about that, this is the differences between dating. And what I really mean by differences is the difference between doing it in high school, middle school, elementary. Yes, people date in elementary. It's pretty stupid. And outside of that. Someone opened the door. That's another thing that happens even at night. You can't record. Okay. Just moving on to the actual video. A huge thing is time. Now, what I mean by that is the different, like, let me just go straight into it, and if it needs explaining, I'll do that. Elementary, my dear Watson. I have to say it every time. It's only a day. Few days. Oh my gosh, if it's a week, you gotta keep her. And it doesn't do anything. I want to put that away. I feel sad because I can't actually use it. You have a keeper, quote unquote. And in middle school, you only get weeks. Months if you're lucky, because honestly, it only takes a week, 2 weeks, 3, kinda, before they break up and they don't care, or they move on to someone else who they think is hotter. By the way, I love this hoodie. Thank you, Mom and Dad, because this is a Christmas present. Also, this is a Christmas present. It's a ultimate shirt. It's the new Smash Bros. And it is the softest shirt I've ever had in my life. Oh my gosh, I love it. Anyways, so yeah, you only get about a few weeks, a month. There are the cases of a year, 2 years even, but even in those, you can't exactly say you're in a real relationship. What I mean by that, again, is you're not a real person. Man, it sounds so mean every time I say it, but it's true. No one really can say they're a person until you actually have grown. I said this in the past, in another On My Mind, the last one. It's when you're a real person, and I say that. But honestly, don't take it word for word. It means something else entirely, honestly. So, there's a huge difference between 2 years in middle school, 2 years in high school, and 2 years outside of high school. I will get into that. But middle school, 2 years, 1 year. Very rare. And usually it's just drawn out. It is a drawn-out relationship that doesn't really go anywhere. Again, physical obligation contract is basically what it is. It's poke. And, yeah, with high school it takes typically only months. Still, more than middle school, you get about a year or two. And like I said, it's still drawn out. You could basically date for 3 years, all the 4 years, and still not know the person all that very well. But in middle school, you obviously have a better chance of doing that, of actually getting to know a person, and you have all the free time in the world to do it, and you still don't take that opportunity. If I was going off of that video game analogy from the last video, yes, again, you have to see the last video to understand anything I'm doing in this video. So please go check out that video first. So again, pre-order is basically what high school is. So when you see a game trailer and you pre-order it because you're like, oh, this is going to be the game of the year. This is going to be the game. This is going to be my game. This will be my favorite game. And then, reality, you go, that is my girl. That's the girl I'm going to have for the rest of my life. Then when the game comes out and it's on your lap and you're like, what is this piece of crap? What was I just given? That's not a real game. That's buggy. Reality. That's not a real relationship. This is crappy. There's a lot of really bad issues. So, and it's not just my personal experience. This is practically everybody. Seriously, honest advice, do not date until after high school. It is a huge relief for anyone that has been in my situation. Anyone that dates in high school and knows the type of thing that goes on in there. Hopefully, some people don't ever learn or don't see the issue in dating in high school. I'm sorry, you had to learn the hard way too. Man, I don't want to stretch this out past 15 minutes. Honestly, I just want to end at 10. But I go on and on and on. So, after high school, 2 years is completely different from 2 years in high school. Now, the reason being is, like I said earlier, just a little bit earlier, is 2 years in high school and you could not even know the person. It's so drawn out, even though you have all the time in the freaking world. But outside of that, you have work and you put in the time when you can. Much harder to do, but you actually get to know the person because, one, you're busy and you have to get to know the person. Not forcefully, okay? You can't force a type of relationship. You can't force progression. That's another video I'm going to do eventually. Is forcing improvement within a relationship is never a good thing. So, 2 years outside of high school, you get to know the person because you kind of have to, but also because you have things to talk about. You know yourself. You know how to get to know others, which is a huge skill you get from going to public schools. Really, you, like I said, are a person. You're a person at that point. But yeah, 2 years is a huge thing outside rather than inside high school. So yeah, all that time could mean nothing. That's why people don't marry until 8 years or 4 years after 5 years. I don't know. That's a long time. Back when it used to just be 1 year. And people were already like, are you getting married? You're not married? Get married, man. Like, it just happened a whole lot back then where it's just like, you should know the person already. Go. 2 years is what sounds good to me. 3 years, I don't know. I really have to get to know the person. Not the entire ins and outs. You're never truly going to know a person completely until you're into a marriage, which is why it always has to start off rough somewhere, or at least start off awkward or weird. But yeah, it's just there's a huge difference. Like that was this entire video. There's a huge difference 2 years after high school and 2 years inside high school. That's what it is. Yes, I'm stretching for 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, I feel evil. But, yeah. it could be drawn out like this video. It could be drawn out. So yeah. Outside high school, you get to know the person a lot better. Inside high school, it almost goes nowhere. Disclaimer, not everybody. Not everybody. That's it. I'm Psychic Silver. Yeah, this was on my mind. I hope you guys like this. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Especially share. My gosh, I need to go somewhere. I only have... It's awkward because I know every single one of you. And I'm just going to complain to you. I'm going to go up to your face. And I'm going to be like, why didn't you share my video? Why didn't you like it? No, I honestly don't care if you like it. I just want you to be subscribed and share the video. I need people to know, other than my friends and family. Please share. I might just stretch this to 15 minutes just so I could be like, please share. But I'm not, because I'm nice. Bye.